Hello there, Scrappers. Welcome to our final episode of 2025. 1 year comes to a close, and we stand on the threshold of another new year ahead of us. One where we will surely roll more dice, tell more fantastic stories together, and make lasting memories. I know 2025 is one we shan't forget. We passed the 200 episode milestone with a musical of all things. We did it. And we certainly don't regret that, and never will. And hey, we did other fun stuff too. We played a wacky baseball game, we did some Delta Green, we streamed, we did machine learning. All in all, it was another fantastic year together. And hey, may I be the first, and certainly not the last, to wish you a scrappy new year. A joke that I'm confident we've never made, because we've never repeated a joke on this podcast before. Silly. Oh, even though no time has passed, I keep rambling on, and I'll cease doing so for now. Let you get on with the episode. This is Pot Against the Machine.
Against the machine. Against the machine.
Welcome back to Pot Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play where the flies bite you to death, but only for 6 seconds. I'm your host, and here's everybody.
I mean, if you're dead, doesn't matter how long they take to bite you.
6 seconds sure feels long when you're being bitten by flies.
To death.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Let's take a 6 seconds of silence so everyone can really identify with what our characters are dealing with, starting now. All that but flies.
I hope everyone
for editing later.
I hope everyone imagined being eaten by flies during that entire time.
I know I did.
Yeah, whoever edits this, I will give you fly audio that I make out of stuff off of freesound.org that you can play, and that's 6 second interstice.
Ooh, that's deeply unpleasant.
That's immersion for you.
Last week on the program, our heroes went down into the basement of Fallen Stars, which is actually what the map is called, interestingly. We like to have fun here. And they found at the bottom of the stairs there was a giant, a 3-armed giant called an Athach. Athach, I don't know how you say it. Anyway, you slice it. It jumped up and immediately started attacking, and it didn't go well for it, as maybe it got one turn. It didn't even hit anybody. And then the fight was over, and everybody was fine. They found its tan bag of tricks and moved on into the next room. The larger room with the Xiphon symbols carved all over the walls, and the menacing statues, and the weird altar, which, you know, as they were approaching it, a bunch of leucodemons appeared. And they'd fought a leucodemon before, but these ones had vulture heads instead of like the horse head or whatever the leucodemons normally have. They seemed pretty tough. There were 5 of them. One of them disappeared right away. The rest of them were barfing flies on the party and shooting arrows and, you know, just generally making a nuisance of themselves. When they killed Cassius real quick. He got better as Alan rushed over and breathed some life into him. But then I think they came pretty close to killing Kira as well. But she's not dead, which is nice. Alwyn's kind of been running around healing everybody, keeping them from just, you know, suddenly dying. And we're at the top of round 5. We're down to 2 daemons, so, you know, everything's going all right, all told. At least we still have 4 party members. And yeah, I guess we'll jump in there with the turn of the colorful Leucodaemon. But the Leucodaemon, I think, takes offense to Alwyn specifically healing people and bringing people back from the dead. It is going to shoot at him specifically. He will get a +2 to AC from cover from being behind Kira, but it's mad at him. So we're going to shoot 2 arrows. That is a cracked die. It's a 27 to hit your AC +2.
Yep. That hits exactly my AC +2.
Oh, dang. That is going to be 19 damage and a fortitude save.
18.
No, an 18 passes. Their attack rolls are good. Their saves are not so great. I think it's going to miss with the second shot, so not too bad off. Just got shot the one time. The impassioned Brixby, you're invisible. Things are how they are.
Things aren't great. They aren't great, Sam. Brixby is going to do what he does in a moment of things not being so great, and he's going to grab the silver disc around his neck and the little votive. He's going to pray to his brother, thank his brother, I guess. A little prayer to Desna, and he is going to drop. Could you do me a fave and put a 20-foot radius right there? And that right there, my friends, we see Brixby raise his hand, and out of it, a fine mist of sand comes. It travels across the ground, and it swells up into a full-on Sirocco. So a blast of furnace hot wind blasts downward. Great writing. Inflicting 46 damage and +1 point of caster levels to all creatures in the area and knocking them prone. A successful fortitude save halves the fire damage and negates being knocked prone. Flying creatures are forced to the ground by the powerful downdraft and take damage as if they fell unless they make a DC 15 fly check, in which they will remain at their regular altitude. Any creature that takes damage from the Sirocco becomes fatigued. And if they're already fatigued, they become exhausted. Creatures with water subtype, which I doubt they have, would take a -4 to this. So I guess we'll kick this off with a fortitude save. Oh, no, wait. Spell resistance.
Yep.
I've learned about getting my hopes up too high here. Let's try this bad boy first. How are we getting along tonight, Foundry? That's a 29.
Seems like Foundry likes you tonight.
It's better than the ones it gave me, multiple ones I think I rolled in a row. All right, so yeah, I'm going to need fortitude saves from both of them.
All right. Let's go with we'll start in the north here. Fortitude bonus is not its best bonus. We do have a 24.
Oh, meets do beats.
All right, so we got a save for the colorful Leucodaemon. How about the lively daemon? Lively Leucodaemon. 26.
All right, so you're not knocked prone. That's fine, but you're still taking some damage. And that damage will be half of this roll. 30, so 15 points of fire damage.
All right, it doesn't.
And because, unless... Oh, do they take any?
Yeah, some of it goes through.
Cool. They're also both fatigued because they took any damage from the Sirocco. The Sirocco is going to remain there too, and if they're there next round, they will also get damage again, and in that case, they'll be exhausted. Also, any flies in this whole general area are just going to get zooped.
They just become the laziest flies.
It's like a fly blender, a fly NATO. And yeah, that is the end of Brixby's turn. That lasts for 14 rounds.
On initiative 20, the door at the back of the room opens, and a tall, muscular Kelid woman in fancy-looking armor with a big shield in one hand steps out, draws an axe, and kind of cracks her head on her neck there, and seems to go into a rage. So you got that going for you. But that's the end of her turn, and it is the good-natured Cassius Hoyt's turn.
The good-natured Cassius Hoyt is surrounded by flies and had a plan that has now changed because we don't know if that person is friend or foe. Down here, I can only assume foe. Like, you know what? What's the range on this? This could be a good time. Range 25. Medium. Cassius sees this person go into a rage and knows rage is scary. So he is going to cast a little calm emotions of his own and hit this barbarian and I think the Luco Damon. It's a 20-foot burst.
Okay, that's a will save?
Yes, that is a will save.
All right, I'll do the Luco Damon first. How do we feel about a 21?
That will pass. It also has SR, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess I probably need to roll that for it to even affect it, but it passed, so I'll just move on.
Okay, and is there a bonus to will saves while in rage? I don't play a lot of barbarians, weirdly.
+2 morale bonus on will saves.
Looking at a 23.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Would have been pretty cool. And as a move action, he's just going to take a 5-foot step back, and that'll do the whole turn.
Okay, well, on the lively Leucodamon's turn, let's see, we have passed the turn of the coquettish Leucodamon, so the first set of flies, these ones that are closer to Brixby, they've dissipated. The other tired flies are still there. Does the Sirocco affect creatures that start to fly while they're in it?
So you have to make a DC 15 fly check.
Well, he literally cannot fail that, so I'm not super worried about it. So the lively Leucodamon will fly up to the north around this column, out of the Sirocco and out of the flies. It doesn't know where Brixby is, so it's not going to chase him down. It's the flies on the left that are gone, so it's not currently standing in any flies. It only gets one attack now. It's also going to shoot at Alwyn because everybody hates a healer when they're daemons. How's a 31 sound?
Yeah, that sounds like it hits Sam.
It's weird. How about 18? Shooty doots. Yeah, another fortitude save.
Okay, that's a 19 on the die, so I'm assuming that makes it because a 12 on the die did.
Yeah, no new diseases for you today, or this round anyways. All right, well, Kira, you're up. What's the plan?
Yeah, Kira is seeing Alwyn get hit over and over again, just past her, which sucks, and is so upset that she's gonna delay. As one does. She's so mad she can't even move right now.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Alwyn?
Okay, Alwyn is first off going to cast a heal on Kira. So regain 140 HP and remove any negative conditions such as fatigue, any diseases you might have, which I don't know if you failed any of your fort saves, probably not, because Kira's fortitude is ridiculous.
Oh my god, you saved my life.
Any other kind of negatives that aren't a negative level. Basically everything negative you currently have on your chart you can get rid of and then give yourself 140 HP.
Do I have anything negative? I don't think I have anything negative.
Yeah, I don't think you have failed anything against
I
them.
failed nothing.
So then, after doing that, Alwyn is then going to take a step diagonally to the north and get behind Cassius. So then he has two people in between him and these things that are shooting arrows at him. And that will be his turn.
And I assume Kira's not jumping back into initiative.
No, I would like for it to be my turn now, please.
All right, it's your turn now.
It worked. She was so mad at all of the people for hurting her friend Alwyn, and then Alwyn healed her. Now she's even more mad. So she's going to... which of the two look more hurt?
The colorful one is the more hurt of the two. It's also standing in the Sirocco.
Yeah. And entering that would damage me.
You don't have to get in there to hit it.
Oh, that's true. I could just kind of mosey around. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that work?
Yeah.
Because I moved diagonal for one of those, so I think it should. Yeah.
It is going to try to
All right.
charm you on the way in, though.
That's okay. I have so many hit points right now. I don't even care.
That will be a 28 to charm.
28 will chomp. But I'm fine.
26 on the blur.
Okay.
And that is a total of 13 charm damage.
Yeah. That would have been a real bummer 5 minutes ago, but my good friend Alwyn healed me up. I'm going to go ahead and take an extra 4 for fast healing. Thanks, Sam. All right, now I'm going to hit it real hard. Well, I guess I'm just going to hit it that one time. That's always a bummer. Ooh, that's a 19, which I think is a critical threat on a chainsaw. So I'm going to roll to confirm. Just a 3 to confirm, but that's a 31.
Yeah, 31's a confirmed crit.
Woo, I'm going to take that crit. That's going to be 66 plus 29, 30, 58. Roll it in the guy. Roll 6d6 plus... Actually, let me double check that number. Yes, 58. Oh, kill it. Dang it, those are terrible numbers. That's a 74, Sam.
Oh, well, it's still up, but it's quite hurt.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to Cornigan smash it.
Dang, that's corny.
Yeah, it's happening. Yikes, that is a 29 to intimidate.
Just barely intimidates it.
Woo!
I guess it's not that barely because it's fatigued.
And that is a 35 to hit, which I think does it.
Shaken and fatigued? Yeah, definitely.
Roll 3d6 plus 29. Excuse me. 37 points of damage, Sam.
It's a dead Damon.
It's a dead Damon. We're down to 1 Damon. Well, and the angry lady. That's okay. I'm an angry lady, too. That's my turn.
All right. That brings us back around to the top of round 6 and Brixby.
Brixby is going to use tricky spells to cast Scorching Ray against the lively and hopefully change that Lurkademon. So first off, here is my spell resistance roll. No, it's back.
Oh.
It's the third one that I've rolled on a spell resistance roll in this fight. But because I used tricky spells, it made no noise. So, on that, that's why. Because he was going to take a 5-foot step to the north. Oh, I'll do a whole 10-foot mosey to the north. And I would like to roll a knowledge local on that person to know things about what they are. Like, what sort of class goes into a rage and whatnot? That's a 17 for a 38.
I mean, I think that you can be fairly confident from what you've seen so far that she is some sort of barbarian, possibly mixed with something else, as Paizo is wont to do, possibly something more fightery. I think also with a knowledge local specifically being the operative term, Brixby's pretty sure that this is Cool Inkit, the consort of the Black Sovereign.
Ooh. All right.
That's not great.
That's not great. But maybe she's part of his whole unhealthy lifestyle. And that this is really us doing him a favor. A kindness, if you will.
Now we get her on our side.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, who's to say that we were the ones to beat up Cool Inkit? Could have been these daemons.
Who is to say?
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Well, that brings us to the adaptable Cooling Kit. And with her rage-enhanced speed, she is going to march past Kira. Does anything happen to her for passing through the Sirocco?
Yeah, just hit me with a fortitude save.
All right. Fortitudinous. That is a 23.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, a 23?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yo, you failed.
Wait.
I was going to say the barbarian only got a 23 on the fortitude save?
It's 26 because of rage bumping it up. So it is.
Oh.
26.
MF, and for that I mean my friend. You are still taking some points. You are taking half of this 13, and a barbarian can enter a new rage while fatigued. Right? That's the explicit language,
Yeah.
but it doesn't say that becoming fatigued knocks you out of rage. But you are fatigued.
Yeah.
So that's there, and you take 13 points of fire damage.
Okay, so she takes 13 points of fire damage. She's tired. She does pass directly by Kira if Kira wants to take an attack of opportunity. As she just straight up walks right by you.
Kira would love to take an attack of opportunity, which enrages Kira further. No one walks right by me. That is going to be a... Oh, geez. Come on, math. 15 plus 28 equals like 43, maybe?
Yeah, 43 will hit her.
I'm rolling the guy. Ugh, these are... Okay, I'll take it. 42, is she dead?
She's not dead. Weirdly,
Dang,
as a
sometimes that works.
barbarian, she has more hit points than that.
Yeah.
But I think getting hit with a chainsaw causes her to stop walking. And she just stops right next to Kira and looks at her. And she's right around the same height as Kira and also of similar level of muscularity. And she just kind of gives her a look. And says fine and takes 2 steps back and doesn't go any further and ends her turn. And Cassius is up.
Kira has a moment of, oh no. As does Izzy. Izzy also has that moment of, oh, right, I forgot we weren't
I was gonna say,
attacking.
that's not the reaction you want when you hit somebody with a chainsaw.
That's not great. That's fine, I've got hit points.
Yeah, I think Cassius is confused exactly as to what Cooling Kit was trying to do and where she was going. So he'll just not worry about her for now and let the barbarians deal with each other. Cassius is going to go engage the Leucodaemon. Because there's no flies here. Does it have reach with its chomp? Would that have provoked?
It does. It can come in for a chomp, but I already know that that does not hit Cassius.
Hooray! And he is going to take a single rapier thrust for a 35.
That will hit.
Only 11 points of damage. Is it dead?
It's not dead, weirdly. What enchantment is Cassius's weapon?
+2 keen.
Okay, just making sure. And you said 11 damage? It all seems
Yeah.
to go through because it's of sufficient enchantment level.
Hooray.
That's +3, but that is 3 enchantments is +3 equivalent. It's the Leucodaemon's turn, and it will proceed as such. I think with Cassius right up in its face, it basically has to do the claw bite.
No, it doesn't have to.
I mean,
That's true.
you're right there.
It could try and shoot and provoke.
It could, but it's right next to flies. It's right next to a Sirocco. It is looking at a 35 on the first claw.
Yeah, even with the Blessing of Fervor, that gets me by 1.
It's 11 damage.
All right.
Claw number 2. Probably not going to hit. How about a 24?
Oh, no.
And a bite. Natural 2. So just the one claw you do on Cassius from the lively Leucodaemon. And Alwyn is up, even though for some reason I cannot advance the tracker.
Okay, I was gonna heal Cassius, but he is far away now. But he is not more than a move action. So, actually, you know what? Alwyn is going to touch himself and cast a heal to get rid of his brain rot or whatever that is, and get his health up over the 20 it currently is. And then he will move up, not directly behind Cassius because that will be in flies, but about 10 feet behind him.
No, I'm not in flies. Those flies expired.
Oh, those ones are done? Okay, yeah, then he will move directly behind Cassius. And I am done.
All right. Kira, you just chopped a lady, which made her stop walking.
I think Kira sees the lady stop walking and is like, wait, sorry, are we like not fighting? I am so sorry. Don't be mad at me unless we're fighting, and then it's okay. Friends? I'm gonna ready an action. If she attacks me or any of my friends, then I'm gonna smack her with a chainsaw.
All right.
Until then, I'm just going to look at her like, my bad, and see if that works.
All right. Top of round 7, Brixby in the corner.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, burning through all of my invisible thief invisibility rounds. Because it certainly hasn't made sense to like take a beat and cast it on me. You know what? I still got scorching doodles to woodle. Let's try it again. Play it again, Sam. What about a 22 versus spell resistance?
Beats.
Yes! That's a 4. Foundry gave me a 4. And all right, now I'm real mad, and I'm gonna hit you with some rays. So mad that I'm writing nonsense into the. There's no R in there. There we go. Versus flat-footed touch. This is. Looking at a 22, 24, and a 31.
Yeah. All hits.
Okie doke. These are all fire damage. And then this is Sneakatook. So first set of rays were 16. Second set of rays, 4. So that is 4 ones on D6s. Next one is 10, and then 20 points of sneak attack.
Brixby's having some bad rolls this particular fight.
Not great.
He does a little bit of damage, just a little bit. Mostly just on the sneak attack.
It's mostly just the sneak attack. Yeah, it's all a vehicle for sneak attack. If they weren't immune to acid, I'd be hitting them with the noble acid splash. But knowledge gives you things. All right, and that is the end of my turn.
All right. Well, the adaptable Cool Inkit is adapting to her situation, and she stows her axe on her belt, and she says, "Oh, I mean, you don't need my help. Go for it." And she will delay. Cassius, you're up.
Wait, help. We like help. But, well, I guess you ladies talk it out. I'll try and kill a demon. And Cassius will full attack this Luco demon. Looking at a 34, a 33, and a 28. The last two are both critical threats.
Those are all hits.
Yeah, 27 to confirm on one.
Yeah, confirms.
And 28 on the other. Huzzah! Words. So that's 2 crits and a hit. I'm going to do like 1 chainsaw's worth of damage. That is 5d6. Everybody. Hey, 58 points of damage.
All right. It's hurt, but it is still up. It doesn't like it. And I can control the tracker once more. Man, I gotta get used to Linux. Everything is weird. All right. Well, I mean, let's see what it's gonna do. I feel like it doesn't like having 2 people in its face right there. It's going to roll to cast defensively. Gets it. And then it's going to reach out and attempt to touch Cassius. That is a 35 to touch.
Yeah.
I do need a will save as you are being harmed.
I thought
no.
I might be. Ooh, I'm going to get half. That's a 29.
Oh, so you only take 55 points of damage.
So I'm still permanently dead again. But
well, with harm, you can never be reduced below 1 HP.
then I'm at 1. You only did 22 with that harm. You should feel sad.
Harm cannot kill, it can only hurt.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it would be Finger of Death, which is a higher level spell. But it didn't know how many HP you had. It does now know that you are near death. And it's happy about it. How about Alwyn?
Alwyn is going to reach out, touch Cassius, and cast heal. Get 140 back and remove any of your negative effects. And then he gives it the finger. No, he doesn't. He just heals Cassius.
It's super mad at you. Did you cast defensively? It provokes because it's got reach.
I've seen it hit from 10 feet away. I feel like my character would remember to cast defensively, right?
He would probably.
Okay.
I'll let you retroactively.
But that's a 4 on the die. So let me see what I get. So I get a +4 for combat cast. Well, actually, it should just tell me the thing on the spell. Let me check the spell. Heal, cast defensively. is a plus 26 versus a DC 27. So I'm fine as long as I don't have a natural one. I probably should have looked at that before I freaked out over my 4. Yeah, so he gets it off. Yeah.
We checked the box, and that's important.
Ooh. He went from 1 to full, just like that.
That must be a crazy physical experience.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Think at that, Cassius's tail wags. He says, "Thank you, Alwyn."
Forgot he was in tiger mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a big kitty man.
6 fingies.
Yeah, he's a Hemingway cat.
All right, Kira.
Okay, I know you're probably mad at me, and that's totally understandable. And I want you to say no. I want to say that we can talk this out later. But if you want to help us, you can. And until then, I'm just going to go fight this guy really quickly, she says, hopefully in 6 seconds-ish. And then she's going to turn and charge the last Leucodemon. And hit it. Try to hit it with a chainsaw.
She's both in flies and Sirocco there, just to let you know.
That's right. I thought these flies were gone. Oh, these other flies are gone. That's fine. It'll be fine. I'm okay with that. I have hit points.
Okay, reflex save for the flies. I guess that's not till the end of your turn, so do what you're doing.
Okay. That's a 15 plus 28 to hit. I just did this math. 30. No. 43?
43.
Okay.
Yeah, plus 2 with the charge, so 45.
Oh,
so
yeah. Plus 2. Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
Got him.
Roll 3d6 plus 29. 41 points of damage, chainsaw. Damage, chainsaw at the Leucodemon. And then I would like to attempt to intimidate it.
It's not scared of you.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try it anyway. That is a 13 on the die plus a 24. So that's like 37 to intimidate.
Yeah, it's shaking.
And then I'm going to roll one more time in the guy. Roll this guy. Oh, okay. That's all right. 39 points of damage. Yes. Unless you did that on accident and it's not dead.
You have to roll to hit, and I clicked def.
Oh, I have to roll to hit. I forgot. I got so excited. I was like, that was a weird way of spelling dead. That is going to be a 37. No. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, now it's
Sorry,
death
that was
and
37 to hit.
Dead. Yeah. But you already did the
Oh,
damage,
okay.
so
Yeah,
we already know.
I'll take it. Sure.
There, you hit it. You killed it.
And now I need to roll about the flies.
Yeah, you have to roll on the Sirocco and the
Okay,
flies.
and I'm rolling a will save and a reflex save.
Fortitude save.
Yeah, fortitude and reflex.
Let's do fortitude first. That's going to be a 24.
Meets beats, my friend.
Nice.
But
And-
you do take... I'm sorry, you take a little fire damage.
That's okay.
Oh, not that. That's such an inappropriate die to roll. I don't know what is going on there. Sorry. For those at home, I rolled a d20 for a damage die, which is really only something Kira could do. So you wind up taking 11 points of fire damage. And
Okay,
you're already
11.
fatiguey. You can be de-fatigued later.
That's right. We said it doesn't end a rage, so I guess I'm just raging and fatigued.
Yeah, it's the tiredest rage.
Okay. I'm going to take 4 points back, and then I need to roll a did I just roll fortitude or
Reflex save.
reflex? Okay. That's an 11 plus 11, 22 for reflex save.
Just barely save, so you're going to take half of 16, so 8 fly chomping damage.
fly chomp.
And you're not additional sickened.
Okay.
You're just the regular sickened.
Just regular sickened. Yeah, right? Because it didn't get cleared by Giroux's thing.
The
probably
original
did.
sickened would have,
Okay.
but I don't.
So you're not even sickened.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That works. I love that for us. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Do we need to remain in initiative now that the daemons are gone? Are we going to be attacking this barbarian, or are we dropping out of initiative?
Is the angry lady attacking us?
That's a question for Brixby.
Brixby will become visible and delay.
She screams, "Oh God, it's a rat! Kill it!"
No, Brixby, like, what is he? Is he Wallace Shawn? What does he look like?
No, someone else.
he's
is
the
Wallace
tiefling.
Shawn. Yeah, I'm
She's
just a
just a
tiefling.
sexy tiefling.
Oh God, it's
Sexy
Wallace Shawn. Kill it.
I believe Wallace Shawn hit her with a chainsaw
Yeah.
already.
she's
Oh,
not-
that's right. Kira was.
That's inconceivable.
When it comes to her turn, she drops out of a rage, becoming even more tired than she already was, and holds up her hands and says, now that that's over, mind explaining what you're doing down here?
We got lost.
Are we staying in initiative, or are we dropping out? She doesn't appear to be attacking.
I got a plus 14 to bluff. I will roll that. We got lost if you want me to.
I mean, if you'd like.
I mean, it's up to the rest of the party, actually. I don't think Alwyn is dumb enough to have said that without waiting to see what, like, Brixby or Cassius or someone says.
Puts my hands up to Cool and Kit. Is that who we have the pleasure of speaking with?
She nods.
We're friends. To a degree, we know the Sovereign, and we're actually, well, we're here, in a way, for him. Not to get him, but on his behalf. Should make that very clear. We're here in a benevolent way on his behalf. It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Oh, heck.
She says, to be clear, you expect me to believe that you have broken into the palace of Fallen Star's basement to help my husband? I'm afraid some information is missing.
I think what's missing is, and I'm going to presume, perhaps the man that used to strike fear into people like us, and the one that named some sort of battle out of nowhere with a flat, like 21 plus to his knowledge local. I even heard he roughed up old Vargas No Clan pretty well. But the man who sits on the throne upstairs is the shadow that the Technical League wants him to be. And I hope you love him enough to know what I'm saying. And even more so, to understand that I'm going to hand this to a high charisma character this moment who will make a much more compelling argument than me, which is literally the rest of the party.
Yes, I agree with my attractive tiefling companion here. He sells himself short in his articulateness. That's a word for certain. We hope to bring Kevoth Cool back to his faculties. The hold that the League has held over him through its influences is not serving Numeria, and nobody deserves to be a puppet like that.
While you're speaking, she has kind of walked back and closed the door that she came from and locked it behind her. She tucks the key away as she turns back. She says, your words almost seem pre-planned to appeal to my sensibilities. You'll forgive me if I don't believe you outright, but you are intruding in a protected place, and I don't know any of you.
You are, of course, right to be suspicious. But in fairness, I would only have presumed what your sensibilities are and what your desires might be. I speak the truth, and he will support his truth with a d20 roll. Alan would auto-aid if he were to aid.
Yeah, Alwyn can auto-aid. Yes.
With the aid, it brings it up to a funky 50.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think even accounting for a penalty from Kira having hit her with a chainsaw, or Sean having hit her with a chainsaw earlier, when she was just peacefully trying to walk by.
She was running by.
She was walking fast, as barbarians often do. They're known power walkers. She says, well, perhaps we should start with identifying ourselves. You know who I am, you know who my husband is, but all of you are strangers to me.
You might know a friend of a couple of us. And he doesn't want to call Brixby, so he thinks for a second and says, our tiefling friend mentioned his name earlier. They know a guy named Vargas that used to be friends with your husband in the past. We think he's down here somewhere.
And her face kind of changes at that, and she says, you know Vargas No Clan. That's very interesting indeed. I had assumed that the League had taken him. He's not in the palace any longer. They prevented me from seeing him while he was here, but he wouldn't have known me anyways. But you still haven't told me your names. It is difficult to trust a group of armed strangers who just attacked you in your own home.
That's fair. One, my name is Brixby. And two, Vargas isn't in the castle anymore. That's why we're taking this route. He's deep under the League headquarters. In their prison.
I'm Alwyn, and Brixby's right. We thought maybe if we went underneath the palace, we might find something that connects to the underneath of the Technic League headquarters, since they're next to each other, and we heard they may connect.
And I'm Cassius.
And I'm Kira. Sorry for hitting you with a chainsaw before. It's just sort of a reaction that I have, like when you sneeze.
I'll keep that in mind. Perhaps in a different time, I would have reacted differently, but I'm old enough to know that 4 people who can stand against a group of leucodaemons are more than a match for me on my own. I would rather not walk to my own death here. As to any connection to the Technic League from this basement, I would advise you to find another way. There may be a path, but it is effectively closed.
This path is closed, you mean? And we should find another way? Or this way is closed, But there's another path that you know of.
This way is closed, and you should go a different way if you value your lives.
Do you have any suggestions?
Perhaps the front door, I don't know.
See, we do value our lives, but we also value the lives of our friends, and it seems that going through the front door would put us in at least as much danger as some underground passage.
And she says, the passage you search for is south of here, but the chamber directly south of here is haunted by the spirit of the very first of the Black Sovereigns. She is an angry, unquiet spirit, and she will not allow you to pass.
I could be very persuasive.
And unless you intend to take the seat of the sovereign for yourself, I'm afraid she will not listen to reason.
I see. Well, one wonders how she would intend to stop us were we to attempt to pass through.
Mostly she would kill you, I think is what she would go for.
That would be detrimental. Well, I'm still inclined to give it a try. Perhaps I'm being stubborn. But I suppose we can see what happens. Maybe I should just go and talk to this ghost and give the thumbs up when everything's good, or crumple to a heap and the rest of you go through the front door.
I would like for no more dying, please.
Y'all are
All right.
y'all are all healed and defatiguified and all sorts of.
Yeah, and I
is
feel like
everybody-
probably while this conversation was going on, Alwyn would top off anybody that needed it.
I think Kira's still under normal post-fight fatigue.
I'm down 50. Oh, and under, yeah, I'm also fatigued.
Okay, I'm not going to burn another level 6 spell, but I can get rid of that with lower stuff.
So you said she wouldn't listen to reason unless we were trying to take his throne?
Unless you sit on his throne.
Oh,
She will speak to the reigning sovereign and converse with him. I mean, she may well kill him as well, and I don't believe that she knows that she is no longer queen of this land.
And this is truly the only way through.
I know of no other. At least not below the ground.
Where our light view of being able to look into this room. There's not a whole lot that Brick sees, but I'll tell folks it does not look like something we can just like dimension door past. So, looks like a big old room.
Yeah, from where Brixby is standing, he can see like broken robots just like lying on the ground down there.
Sure glad I'm not one of those. But yeah, we could. I mean, we could try conversation, see what happens. But the rest of us should be prepared to use advanced negotiation tactics if necessary. Is there anything else you can tell us about her? She still thinks she's queen. Is there anything she likes, dislikes?
Well, her name is Amalokla. As I said, she was the first to unite the various followings of Numeria under one banner, and by all means, by all accounts, was a legendary warrior in life. I do not know how that translates exactly to whatever she is now, but I assume that is not particularly pleasant to deal with. She The only thing I have ever heard that she enjoys is destroying machines, which, I suppose she's not alone in that in this country. My husband used to take her broken gearsmen and things that he came upon and then provide them as a sort of tribute, and she would tear them to pieces. That's all I know. I'm afraid I've never spoken to her. I am not the sovereign myself, and she would not suffer my presence.
So she's familiar then with Gevath Kul.
Oh, she knows him.
It is good. Perhaps we can convince her that we are on a mission on his behalf.
You can try, but as I said, I don't believe she will listen to reason.
We should detechify ourselves a bit, probably. At least in the beginning.
And, Cool Inkit says, if you do intend to fight your way through it or try to negotiate your way past her, if you find you need a place for respite, I will make the guest quarters upstairs available to you. I presume you are not already known or wanted about the palace?
About the palace, no. In a general sense, with the Technic League, they're aware of the concepts of us and they do not like it.
Kira digs out a sticker that says Ragin' Buddies and hands it over. Thank you for letting us stay.
She looks at the sticker like she doesn't know what a sticker is, but takes it.
Kira takes the sticker back and applies it carefully to her armor.
Oh, roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Winces like you're trying to hit her or something. She says, well, the Daemons will have told the Black Seers that someone was down here, and, at least a few members of the staff know that I was down here, so I can provide the cover story that you are my guests, and you mistakenly came down here to look for me. That should allow you to at least go through some of the palace.
It might be a good idea to not say how many of us there were, because the League don't really know what we look like, but they know there's 4 of us and 2 of us can use magic. So if you tell them you have 4 guests, they might get suspicious.
I will leave the numbers vague then. I think most of them would not dare press me for details. In the unlikely event that you are able to make your way to the Technic League facility from here and find Vargas No Clan, please bring him to me before you confront the Sovereign. I would like to have a chance to regroup with you before anything dramatic.
What's the best way of locating you or contacting you in that event?
If you are in the guest quarters on the first floor, which are in the southeastern corner of the palace, my quarters are directly above.
Thank you.
Very appreciative of your hospitality, and we'll absolutely draw on your knowledge before we do anything relating to your beloved.
Sorry again for hitting you with a chainsaw, and also here's a sticker again. It just says, here's how to use heal stick.
Enjoy.
It's like the instructions from the pack of stickers.
As a sticker.
It's got like a little IKEA version of Kira pulling a sticker and putting it on something on it.
She takes the sticker and reads the instructions on it and then tucks that away and says, oh, well, I do wish you all good luck. I am not extremely confident in your chances, but I suppose you were capable of fighting your way through those daemons, which, without my help, pointed look at Kira. I suppose that speaks in your favor. Do try not to die. We need more strong people willing to stand against the League in this country.
What might I heal back some of the damage that was dealt to you by the chainsaw as a sign of goodwill?
And she thinks about that for a second, and then she says, I suppose I'll allow it.
Cassius would extend a hand and not presume to touch her.
And she will reach out to, I guess, touch Cassius's hand to accept the healing.
13.
Well, I think mechanically she only ever lost temporary HP, so she's good.
Cool.
It's that barbarian life. She says, I appreciate it, Cassius. I hope you have not wasted valuable resources that could come in handy in your journey.
I appreciate your concern, but in truth, friend Alwyn is really the healer. I'm just the charmer.
Alwyn waves happily from the back.
Is there no more noble a healing spell than one cast on an NPC?
I think you legally count as working at Marvel now after doing that.
It's true. I think that has to be a consumable item, really.
Yeah, you have to use a wand or a potion.
It's fair.
You came from the east. Is that another way into the palace?
No, that is the vault of the Black Sovereign. I trust that you have the sense to stay clear.
Absolutely. Want me to roll bluff?
Pointed look. If you'd like to roll bluff, she'll roll sense motive.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's a 52.
All right, well, she nods, completely believing that you have no intention of breaking into the Sovereign's vault. And she says, well, if there's nothing else, I'll take my leave.
Thanks again.
Telepathically. So we're 100% breaking into that vault, aren't we?
Yes.
You devil, you.
Now, she's familiar with Kevoth Cool, this ghost. Now, if one of us were to find his old nightgown or something down there and pretend to be him, I don't see how this could go poorly at all.
Absolutely. So, dimension door, no, sight unseen, into the vault. Perfect. Pick up, sort through the nightgowns in there. Assumedly, there's going to be a lot.
Several
We gotta find the
gowns.
one that looks the oldest.
He really struck me as a nightgown guy, yeah.
It's just a giant Scrooge McDuck style pile of nightgowns.
Me, I put my money in nightgowns. What do you mean, too many fluids?
It's like the Lando Calrissian cape closet, but it's just all nightgowns.
All gowns.
All right, so you actually dimension dooring into the vault.
Not
I
in
was
front
mostly
of her.
joking. I figured we should probably do some stuff before we just pop into there and
Yeah.
steal
Like,
things.
I would definitely like to do that at some point, but not while she's like 10 feet out of the room after just having told us not to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sure there's I don't know, the band from Vargas's Tidy Whities when he gave him a really intense wedgie and he hung it on the wall.
Save that band.
And so we can bring Vargas in there when we're done and get it back.
So we're gonna go talk to a ghost.
Should we talk to a ghost?
Talk to a ghost.
Let's talk to a ghost.
Oh, that is a Dark Souls boss looking dude.
Yeah, we see a couple Dark Soul boss-looking dudes. Do they seem animated?
Look like a golem?
Well, a stone walkway extending over an inverted ziggurat carved into the stone floor of this vast cavern. The walkway that you're on, if you walk into the room, is supported by several stone pillars that elevate it 20 feet above the surrounding cave floor, while each tier of the ziggurat drops 5 feet to a depth of 35 feet at the center, where a 10-foot diameter pit yawns at the very middle there. Swaths of strangely colored luminescent mold grow on stalactites hanging from the ceiling 30 feet above the cave floor, so 10 feet above the walkway, while scattered throughout are rusted, jumbled fragments of partially deconstructed Numerian automatons of all shapes and sizes, though mechanically speaking all of those sizes appear to be large. But they're quite broken, so it's fine.
Checks out.
We could throw like a rhinoceros in there. I mean, it's not bad. There's no bad idea in a brainstorm. I'm just.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, we haven't used a new bag yet.
Yeah, Papa's got a brand new bag.
Sky metal.
Right, so let's see what that does. It is a D% roll. So Alwyn will reach into the new bag of tricks and pull out a small furry tan ball and throw it and get a 3, which is a grizzly bear. So a grizzly bear appears like, I don't know, maybe about right here. For the folks at home, that is right here, which is about 20 feet in front of Alwyn, just where the stone walkway starts being on its own with no walls on either side of it.
All right, well, the bear appears on the walkway in the big room as just described. The bear is confused to be standing on a walkway in the middle of a room. And then a strange creature emerges from within the pit at the center of the room and flies straight up into the air. This creature looks like a humanoid woman, or at least like the top 2/3 of one, armored like a Khalid, perhaps in times of old, with the skull of some kind of creature on one of her shoulders and furs all around her, and another skull on top of her head like a helmet, like a stag skull with huge sets of antlers that are decorated, but this is all, of course, semi-transparent and shaded kind of a dark, strange gray with lines of glowing red all around her that culminate in the red on her eyes, which is glowing. As she ascends, sort of flying up level with the walkway that extends over this inverted ziggurat. And as she flies up and she sees that bear, and she sees beyond the bear the people in the other room, she says, "Who dares disturb the chamber of the Black Sovereign?"
Cassius takes a knee and bows his head reverently and says, "Hail, Sovereign Amalokla. Accept this grisly sacrifice as we seek to entreat upon you."
And it's unclear if she can really hear what you're saying, as she doesn't seem to directly react. She is going to fly straight towards the bear, provoking an attack of opportunity for those keeping track.
Oh no, the bear!
Weirdly, the grizzly bear, is not able to hit this incorporeal creature. Its claws pass right through her.
Old Ghost Touch Gary can't hit them?
Ghost Touch Berry
Oh, no.
is what we needed. She reaches out and touches the bear. Let me just roll this in the guy. The bear doesn't instantly die.
Okay, bear.
So it's good for that. The bear, however, screams out in agony as the touch of this creature, whatever it is, seems to be extraordinarily painful, and her eyes once again fall past the bear on all of you. And she says once more, "Who dares disturb the Black Sovereign?"
Alwyn will bow down next to Cassius and say, as my friend just said, we are here to potentially seek an audience with you, and we gave you this animal as a sport in order to show off your prowess as a great hunter and warrior. We thought that would be a fitting gift. Oh, great sovereign.
And she disappears, and the bear sort of stops screaming in pain. And then the bear turns around, and it rushes at the two people right in the front, Alwyn and Cassius.
She possessed the bear.
I don't know. I really wish I had a bear token that I could just use. You know?
I made you one. It's in the general chat.
Use the general chat bear, Sam.
I gotta see this.
It just won't let me put anything in the thing. It's driving me absolutely bonkers. I'm going to roll a d6 just to see who the bear attacks with its, bear claws. I'm going to say it's odds Alwyn, evens Cassius. That is a 3, so unfortunately for Alwyn, he's getting the claws of the bear. Let's see, what's the base attack bonus of a bear here? That is a 35 versus flat-footed AC.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That is 11 claw damage plus a free attempt to grab. That is 28 to grapple.
I'm pretty sure. Yep. I have a 21.
Okay, well, Alwyn has been clawed up and grappled by a bear, and things feel a little bit dicey. I'm going to bed.
You always go to bed when things feel dicey. That's avoidant behavior.
I like to go to bed with dice.
Yeah. Good night, Sam.
And you never know when you're going to roll onto one.
Good night, the bear that's currently eating me.
Night, Sam.
Good night, bear.
Night,
Good
bear.
night. Now ghost touched Barry.
Ghost touched berry.
Touch it.
Pod against the machine. Against the machine.
Pod Against the Machine is property of Network Against the Machine LLC, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are property of Paizo Publishing. See their website for more details. Theme Against the Machine was written and performed by our own Zach. See the show notes for additional music and sound licensing. If you enjoyed the show, we encourage you to leave us a review.
Oh, I'm hearing Foundry sounds for the first time in a while. That's always weird. Gotta open the right tab so I have the information. Boop. I don't know how to make shapes.
I thought Jiro recently was like, this is how you do all these things.
Yeah, but like the thing that Jiro said to do doesn't appear on my window.
Where is it going?
Beautiful. Just diagonally down, one to the left. Perfect. Right there. Yep.
Wow, that's a heck of a burn. If you're in the Foundry tier, you know that. Jero just got her.
That's so unkind.
I mean, is it wrong though?
No.
It's not wrong. It's just mean. It's just mean.
She's trying to kill Kira.
It's true. Probably.
She is now, at least.
Yeah. Sorry, I unplugged my mic. Just give me a second. And by I mean the cat.
That's a wall right there. Yep.
She bumps into a bunch of walls on her way out. Unfortunately, she's on the fluids as well.
Oh.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
I'm trying to
Find a bear token.
bring a bear icon onto... Why won't it let me bring a bear?
Just stick Winnie the Pooh on there.
Why
He's
is it-
what you gonna call it now? Public domain.
The people's bear. The people's poo.
Foundry is being recalcitrant.
Won't let you bring the bear to bear.
Why won't it let me add the bear? It's really just straight up not letting me put a bear there.
Bear there.
Can I put something else? Well, imagine there's a bear there.
I draw the line. Fantasy, everything has been fine. Leucodaemon's fine. But imagine a bear? Come on.
I know. I'm ashamed to have a bear not appear there.